Jonah. I'm MasterChef winner 2012, and I'm going to be doing some amazing dishes for you today through products from cook.ie. So the first dish we're going to do today is an ice cream, and the product that we're going to use is a jam, which is made by Helen Gee from Leash, and she makes these products by using naturally sourced fruits. So the first thing we do to make ice cream, it's very simple. It's actually only a few ingredients. So we have eggs, we have milk, sugar. I'm going to be using a vanilla pod as well, just to enhance the flavor. Vanilla works really well with rhubarb and ginger and ice cream. And then we have cream, but that's in the fridge at the moment. So you're going to need 4 egg yolks for this recipe. And what we're going to do is we're going to combine the egg yolks and the sugar as the base for our mixture, which is ideally, well, what ice cream is really a custard mix. And what we have here is 100 grams of caster sugar, which I've already weighed out. So we're just going to mix those together. You just want to mix those until it's light and fluffy. And what we're going to do is we're now going to set that aside, and I'm going to weigh out 250 mils of full fat milk. So when you're making ice cream, if you want to flavor ice cream, the best way to flavor it is through the milk. So I'm going to be adding the jam when we're actually churning the ice cream, but I'm going to be adding the vanilla. So what we do is we put the milk onto a low heat. So you don't want the milk to boil. So you just want the milk to be slightly warm. And while that's warming, I'm just going to split open the vanilla pod. And I'm going to be putting this vanilla and the pod into the mixture. So if you were making ice cream and you wanted to flavor it, so you add the flavoring to the milk. We have a bucket of cold water here, because what we're going to do is once the milk is heated slightly, we're going to add it back into the egg mixture slowly, and we're going to just give that a whisk, and then we're going to transfer that back into the pan, and we're going to cook it so it becomes thicker, like a thick custard texture. And then we're going to sieve it back into another bowl. We're going to let it cool, and then we're going to add the cream and then put it in the churner. Now you can actually make ice cream by hand if you don't have a churner, and the way you do that is you'll have to freeze it, put it in a bowl, freeze it, and then go back to it every 60 minutes and give it a whisk. It's a long process. So the trick to this is don't add the milk in all at once, because it will curdle. I'm going to add this mixture back onto the pan, onto low heat. So at this stage you need to watch this all the time. You can't leave it, because it can go from being kind of runny to thick in seconds. So you need a wooden spoon for this. So just keep watching it, and what you're looking for is when you know it's ready, is when you put your spoon in, and the back of the spoon will be coated and will be thick, and if you run your finger down, you'll see the line straight away. So when the mixture is done, you're going to pour it back into this bowl over some cold ice water, and basically that will just help the cooling down process, because you can't put a hot mixture into the ice cream maker, it won't work. But what we're going to do is I'm going to put it in the churner, and we churn it for approximately 20-25 minutes, and it becomes lovely and smooth and creamy. And what we'll do is we'll ripple some of the rhubarb and ginger jam into it at that stage. But then when I'm about to put it in the freezer, we're going to do layers. So I'm going to put the ice cream, then I'm going to do jam, and then I'm going to do ice cream, and then I'm going to do jam. So that gives you that lovely ripple effect when you serve it up. And I think that works really well with this product. Okay, so I think we're there. So as you can see from the mixture, if I did that on the back of the spoon, it's coated the back of the spoon, and it's quite thick. So just strain that through. You want to get out any gritty bits, maybe from the vanilla or the egg. So you can see from there, you can see inside there are some gritty bits that you probably didn't want in there. So it's good to do that. So now what we do is we just leave that for a few minutes. That needs to cool right down, and then once it's cooled we'll add the cream to it, and then we'll put it into the churner. So that might take 10 to 15 minutes. Okay guys, so this is cooled now. You need it to be really cool. It has to cool right down, and we're now going to add the cream, and then we're going to put it into the churner. So 250 mils of double cream. This is already, obviously you get them in 250 mils, so it's easy. So you don't have to whisk it or anything. So just add it straight to the cream mixture. Turn the churner on. Just going to slowly start adding it. So what we're going to do is I'm going to put the timer on for 20 minutes. I'm going to come back to it. I'm going to add a little bit of the jam in to the churner at the last stages, and then I'm going to take it out, put it into a container, and I'm going to layer it with ice cream jam, just so we get that wonderful ripple effect that I spoke of before. Okay guys, so our ice cream has been churning for approximately 20-25 minutes. So you'll know when it's done when you look into it, and you can see that it's really thickened up. So what I'm going to do at this stage is I'm going to add a small amount of the jam just to get that flavour right through, and when it's churning it will just help that. Okay, so I think that's done. Take this out, and you'll see it's a gorgeous, lovely, smooth consistency. What we're going to do is we're going to put layers of this, and then once you're done, put it into the freezer, 2 to 3 hours, and serve. So our ice cream has been in the freezer. It's now set, so we're just going to serve it up. And what I thought would look nice is a sprig of mint, and I have some edible flowers here, so we'll just chuck